Hello everyone, welcome to my video lecture on mobile application development course. In this video we will discuss 8th experiment of part A, that is create an activity like a phone dialer with call and save buttons. On pressing the call button it must call the phone number, and on pressing the save button it must save the number to the phone contacts. This is the given design of the application. Basically, we will be including two important functionality in this application. That is, the application has to call a given number whenever call button is pressed, and the same number need to be saved into the contacts of the phone. These are the two important functionality we will be implementing in this experiment. We will see how exactly we can do that in the Android Studio. Before actually implementing the application, we will look into how exactly it has to work. Here I have the build process completed application. I have added three components in my application. One is edit text, which is of type phone number, which will accept the phone number from the user. I have kept a image view for giving an option to call, which is a clickable, and I also included an image button which is used for saving the phone number. We'll see how exactly it works. Give any phone number. It's not that we have to give 10 digits. It will take any number of digits, and if you call, it will try to connect the call. If I press on call button, the call for the given number will be placed. If at all I want to save this number, directly if I click on save button, it will take you to the create new contact activity of the phone, where the dialed number will be saved to the mobile contact list. Here we have to give the first name, phone number, email if at all we require. Those information we can provide, and we can press the call button, save button. The phone number is already came in this particular edit text. We have to just we need to provide other information. Once we give the name, we can save that contact. Contact is saved with the name XYZ. We have to develop such type of application as per given requirement. To implement this application, we create a new project. Select empty activity. Give the name for the application. Select the location as well as package name, and also select the language and minimum SDK, whatever it is required. Click on finish. Let it create all the required files and folders for the particular project. The required files and folders are created for the current project by the Android Studio. Initially, here we have to provide some of the permissions for the application. For that, we have to go to manifest folder. Inside this, we have a file called as android manifest.xml. Open that, and here you have to provide 3 permissions for this application. Users permission, android dot permission dot, we have a call phone permission. Select that, and this is the permission we give. One permission. Like that, we also need to provide another permission for writing the contacts. To store the contact, we have to provide another permission which is called as write contacts. And we also give read contacts. These are the 3 permissions we are providing for this application. Once we provide these permissions in Android Manifest, you can close this. Now we'll go to design part. Go to XML page, and here we need to include one edit text in order to take or read phone number. Go to text and select phone option. So this is nothing but edit text itself, but the input type is phone number, and place it on the layout. And next we require one image view. Either you can take button or image view or image button. These are the different options we have. Select image, sample image, click OK. And one more, I take image button where I can display some image. Later we will change the content of this both image view as well as image button, and provide all the constraint for all the components. And I'm attaching both the image view as well as button to the edit text. Only this much we require for the application. 3 components I have added, and you can also change the size of image view as well as image button. By default it will be wrap content, which will be fitted to the content of the image view. This one I am changing to my own value in terms of dp, say 70 or 60 dp. Width will go with the 100 because we have only two components, and 100 dp. Give the same height and width for the image button. So here edit text input type is phone. Whenever we have input type as phone, the pop-up keyboard will have only numbers and some of the special characters which are required for phone call. That's it with the image, the design part. And we can also provide hint for this edit text and change the ID according to your naming concepts. I'll be keeping this one for call, BTN call, and the right hand side component for the save button, save number. Refactor it so that it will refactor in all the available places. And also provide hint for this edit text, enter phone number. This is the design part. Now we'll go to implementation part in the main activity.java. First of all, I'll create some of the required variables, object references for edit text, phone number, and I have used one image view for call button, and one image button. Remember, image button is different, button is different. So we have to select image button type for save. Accordingly, reference all the components for the declared variables. The first one is phone number edit text using find view by ID. And call with button call, and last we have to refer save button, save number. These are the three references I have used. Now we will require images for image view as well as image button. For that I need to store the images or the resources inside the drawable folder of the resource folder. Inside this I have to store. For image view I have already downloaded call button. Just copy and paste it onto that folder. And for button image I will be creating a image asset. That means I will be using a image asset. From the image asset of the Android Studio I will be taking the image. For that click on drawables, right click on the drawables, new, go to image asset, and here we have to select action bar and tab icons. Select the clip art, and here you have to provide which clip art you require. So here we need to have a image for save button. I'll give save so that it will load the buttons which is related to save. It may take some time to load all the icons. These are the three options I have got for save option. I will be selecting the third option. Click OK. These are the different sizes which are given by the image asset tool. You can also change the padding, and you can also change the theme. I will select the color, custom theme, select the color, and you can also change the name. IC_save, whatever name I am giving. Click next. So these are the folders will be created in your drawable folder. Finish. You can see here IC save folder is created where we will be having all the images which are created for different DPI. Now we can able to use these resources for our purpose. The first one is set the image for image view. Image view is nothing but call dot set image source resource r dot drawable dot give the particular file name, that is call.png is the file name. And next you can also provide the image for button, that is save button. Save dot set resource image resource r dot id dot r dot drawable dot IC save. You can see here the image whatever we have used, it is we can able to see here the call clip art and the save clip art, so that we can able to check whether we have referred the correct resource or not. Now what we need to do for whenever the user click on call button or the image and save button image. For that we have to create the set on click listener for both the component. call dot set on click listener, and we can also create for save dot set on click listener, it should be inside the bundle, save dot set on click listener for the save button. Now we have to write the code inside this on click function. What the application has to do whenever the user click on call button, what the application has to do whenever the user click on save button. Whenever user clicks on call button, first we have to check whether user has a permission to uh, make a call. In order to check that, we can make use of if condition. Inside the if, we have to check whether call phone permission has been granted for the user. To do that, we'll be using some of the classes. The first one is context compat. Context compat dot. We have a function called as check self permission. It will check for a particular permission. This will take some argument. The first argument is the context, that is main activity dot this, and second argument is the permission whatever we are looking for. The permission whatever we look here is call phone permission under the manifest permission. So manifest dot permission dot, we have to look for call phone. If this is granted, if this is not granted, then we have to provide the request permission explicitly in this context. If this is not equal to permission granted, so we have a permission granted value under package manager. We use that package manager dot permission granted. If this is not permitted, then the application has to provide the explicit permission for the same. For that, we use activity compat class dot request permission. We request the permission for the call phone permission. This will take, the first argument is context or activity, main activity dot this, comma, the next is the permission. The permission is new string, in place of in terms of string it should be, so new string. Inside this we are passing the permission whatever we need to provide, that is manifest, same permission whatever we have, manifest dot permission dot call phone. Define this, and the third argument is the range request code, that is 1. we are granting the permission in this aspect. First, we are checking whether the permission is given. If it is not granted, then we explicitly provide the request for the permission. If already permission is granted, then we are going with the else part. Else, if permission is already provided, then we have to place the call. In order to place the call, we are starting a new activity here, that is action call. To start a new activity, we have a function called as start activity, and we have to provide an intent. So directly I am passing the intent here, new intent. The intent here is intent dot action call. We have an action call as well as action dial. We select action call here, and next argument is we have to call the URI class, that is universal resource identifier, to pass the phone number as a string to place the call. The class is URI.parse. So this URI.parse function will create a reference for the resource. URI is used to create an object, and URI.parse is used to create an object. This will take a string value that is called as URI string. In our case, we provide telephone number. So we have to append TEL colon for a telephone number, and the telephone number whatever we need will be taking from the edit text. So convert it to string, string dot value of get the text from the edit text, that is phone dot get text. In this case, if the permission is granted, I am starting a new activity with a start activity, and for that I am passing the intent. The intent I am creating for action call. For that I need to provide the telephone number. In order to reference the telephone resource, I am using URI, and to create the object reference I am using URI.parse. This parse function will create a URI which parses the given encoded URI string. This is our URI string, which is nothing but the phone number whatever we are taking from the edit text. And this TEL indicates that we are referencing to the telephone app or calling application of the Android. Next we will see how exactly we can implement contact saving activity. In order to implement this, we use action insert activity, which is defined inside the intent class. For that, first we create an intent which will be referring to the action insert intent. Create a new intent reference. Inside this, we pass an argument of type intent, that is nothing but activity whatever we need to start, intent to dot action insert. This is an Android intent activity which will open up the contact insert activity in the Android. Next we set the type. So here we use the MIME type, that is multiple mail internet mail extension type, multipurpose mail multipurpose internet mail extension type, that is which is called as MIME type. We set the type with the function called as setType, which is defined inside the intent class, intent.setType. And here we use the content type, which is defined inside the contacts class of the contacts contract. So we have a class called as contacts contract, dot contract contacts dot content type. This is the type we are defining. It is a MIME type. And next we can insert the data whatever we need to provide into the action insert. Normally we will be typing the phone number inside the edit text. Same phone number we have to pass to the activity before we start. For that we can insert the data to the intent by using put extras function, which is defined inside the class intent dot put extras. We get the phone contact list from the contacts contact class. Again call the contact contract class dot intents dot phone. Insert dot phone. This will insert the given data to this particular activity. We have to pass the phone number which is defined or which is given in the edit text. For that, first we take the data from the edit text and store it inside the string type, phone number, is equal to get text, that is our edit text is phone dot get text, and convert into string, and this we pass as the data. Okay, this is not put extras, it is put extra. So this add extended data into the intent. So we are adding this data into the particular intent, and next we start the intent, which is pointing to the action insert. Start activity and pass defined intent as the argument. So this much we have to provide as an implementation for save functionality. Now it is ready to run. We will build the application and we'll see whether we get the desired output. Run the application. Okay, the application is ready. We have to provide the phone number here. Click select and click on this call button or image. So whenever I click on this, it is asking for the permission. This is we get because of the if condition whatever we have used. It will be checking the check self permission. Then if at all we allow it, it will get the permission to make call. The call has been placed. So call function is working correctly, and next we'll see whether the particular number whatever we have given, is it possible to save. So to save the number, we click on this save button. Once we click on that button, it will go to the activity which will create a new contact. So add contact. Okay, this part is not required for us. Just go back, click on cancel, and next it will go to the create new contact option. Here already the number whatever we have given it, it has come here, since we are inserting the phone number whenever we call the intent. And next we can give the contact name and other details. Click on save, and contact will be get saved. This is a simple application to include two important functionality in the Android. One is for calling a particular number and saving the given number or phone number. First, we have to set the permission in the Android manifest. 3 permission I have given: call, phone, write contacts, and read contacts. Next, in main activity.java, we set the set on click listener for the 2 buttons. One is for call and one is for save. For call, I have used image and I have given the set on click listener. And for saving, I have used image button where I can display the image for the particular button. And these are the different functionalities or the logic I have used, where I have used action call for calling the particular number, and I have used URI class to create a URI object which will be referring to this particular resource, that is call phone resource of the Android. And in the save functionality, first we create the intent which will be pointing to action insert, and next we set the type, that is MIME type. Here we use the content type of contact class, and next we call the insert the data, that is phone number, into the intent, and next we start the intent which is used for inserting the phone number or contact details. That's it with this particular experiment. Thank you for watching. We'll meet in the next experiment. Have a nice day.